What is up, wrestling fans? You're watching the FM brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com. My name is JC Styles, and I am back with your Money in the Bank review for July 14, 2013. I got home just in time to watch the kickoff of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. We saw the pre-show, the tag team titles on the line when Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins successfully defended and retained the tag team titles against Jimmy and Jey Uso. I was really disappointed that we didn't get to see the Usos pick up the straps. I was really rooting for them. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Usos. I was a big fan of Rikishi when I was younger. So it was really interesting to see if they were going to give the titles to the Usos because they've really paid their dues over the last couple of years in the company, and they've really changed their style in the ring, and they're really entertaining to watch as well. But I wasn't disappointed with the outcome just because I really like the Shield and I do like the Usos, so this was a 50-50 match for me. We then go into the first match of the night, the Smackdown Money in the Bank ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship contract. Now, this was really a lackluster, but it was really good. I thought it was interesting to see all these mid-carders, and we got to see, I think, we got to see Jack Swagger in this match, who was a former World Heavyweight Champion. But all in all, we saw Damien Sandow pick up the win and win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, I'm wondering if they're going to use this to build Sandow up before they cash in, or is we going to see a quick cash in sometime this week or in the next couple of weeks? Are they really going to maybe start a feud with Rhodes and Sandow? Because the closing moments of the match, we saw Sandow pull Rhodes off the ladder and climb up and sneak in and grab the win. We then go into the Intercontinental Championship match, which was Curtis Axel defending the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. This was a great match. Paul Heyman actually got ejected after The Miz pretended that he got slapped by Paul Heyman. The referee threw Heyman from ringside area. And it was really interesting to see Curtis Axel's kind of reaction to the whole situation, but I thought he reacted very well, and he was able to come out and win the match without using Paul Heyman, which was pretty good. And as you all guys know, I was really big on Michael McGillicuddy before the name change, and I was always wondering what they were going to do with him, and they've really done a really great job with Curtis Axel, a.k.a. Michael McGillicuddy, which they should just call him Joe Henning because it would be a lot easier to remember. But great match. Liked the outcome. Glad that Axel retained. We then go into the Divas match, which really impressed the hell out of me because you guys know I don't really give the Divas division in WWE a lot of credit because, you know, on a lot of the times you don't really get a good, 4-star or 5-star match. It's just really, bland and dull, and they, make it look fake. And this match wasn't that day. We saw bumps, we saw submissions, we saw them going hard, and it was really good. It was an entertaining match. AJ was able to successfully retain when she locked in her submission move for the win. During the spear on SmackDown, though, Caitlyn actually hyperextended her elbow, which AJ was targeting for half the match. So it was pretty good to see AJ, taking control of the situation. We then go and see Ryback defeat Chris Jericho with a roll-up. Match was just really boring. I'm not going to even lie. It had the potential of being something great and was just a really big letdown. So I'm not really going to give any more comments on that. We then see Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, really disappointing because I really wanted to see Ziggler win the title. I definitely wanted to see Ziggler recapture his title. And the match was great. It was a lot of back and forth action. Ziggler showed why he's the show off. Then halfway through the match, we see AJ's music hit. She comes skipping down to the ring, skipping around the ring. And then we see Ziggler say, "I got this, I can do it," basically telling her to leave. She winds up getting involved in the match, hitting Del Rio blatantly right in front of the referee with the Divas Championship. And we saw Del Rio win by disqualification, and Del Rio kept the title. I'm really getting tired of seeing this. I really hope that we see Ziggler kick her to the curb and we see him go off and do his own thing because he's really got the fan following and he's really getting over as, he's kind of like a tweener right now. He's kind of in between a face and a heel. So I wonder if they're going to go full heel with him or not. Then, to follow that, we saw the WWE Championship match. John Cena versus Mark Henry. Really good match. Mark Henry showed his own. Would have liked to have seen Mark Henry get the strap, but I think we're going to see this feud go a little bit longer than just 1 month. This feud was actually supposed to take place for WrestleMania, but they did that whole stupid Extreme Rules. Excuse me. That was supposed to be the feud we were supposed to get at Extreme Rules, and then the Fallout was supposed to be Payback, but they wanted to get Ryback in there one last time. I don't know why, but John Cena picked up the win and retained the title via submission. Good match. Didn't like the outcome. I really think that, they need to change it up. I know that we just came off of seeing The Rock as champion and then dropping it to Cena at WrestleMania. But I think it would have been a really good, interesting angle to see Henry with it, to see what he would do, how his ego would react to winning the title. And I really wish to see more out of this feud. I hope that we get to see this feud continue at SummerSlam. Then the most anticipated match of the night, which was the return of Rob Van Dam, Mr. Pay-Per-View, Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Excitement. I think that was John Laurinaitis. Whatever. Anyway, we saw a really great match. A lot of back and forth action. We got to see some blood tonight, which was actually interesting. We got to see a lot of blood, actually. In the first ladder match and in the last ladder match. Really good stuff. Halfway through the match, I want to say pretty much all the way through the match, it looked like Daniel Bryan was going to win. Then Curtis Axel comes out, attacks Daniel Bryan, then gets hit with a go to sleep by CM Punk. Heyman comes out and he's yelling at Curtis Axel after he was put to sleep. And as Punk is climbing in the ring to climb the ladder, Heyman turns on Punk and beats the holy hell out of Punk with the ladder, if you want to even say that. Busted Punk open real bad. I mean, the blood was just pouring out of the side of his head. It was awesome. But I was thinking that this was going to set up maybe RVD winning, because RVD was an ECW original and was probably longer friends with Heyman than Punk was. But all in all, the outcome of the match, Randy Orton was able to sneak in the ring, hit an RKO on RVD, and pick up the WWE Championship contract Money in the Bank briefcase. His first one ever, and really excited to see what they're going to do, if he's going to cash in right away, or if they're going to let him hold on to it for a while and run with it. Only time will tell. Guys, please leave your comments in the comment box below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on what you thought of Money in the Bank 2013. I'm really glad that they didn't give it to RVD. RVD came out to a really good pop, but I'm wondering what's going to happen, because we didn't get to see him cut a promo tonight or anything like that. There's an interview on WWE.com with RVD, so if you guys want to check out that interview, go over to WWE.com. Thanks for watching. Comment in the comment box below, and have a good night.